What's up, guys? Back with another video on Need for Speed Payback. Bringing you some different kind of video today. Today we're going to be talking about my 350Z. We're going to be talking about speed cards. We're going to be talking about some other stuff. Pretty much the good, the bad, the okay, the fucking shitty, the fucking annoyance, and I don't know, just a lot of stuff that we could talk about today. So overall, pretty much my overall view and review on Need for Speed Payback thus far, like coming in from like when it came out, playing it throughout the whole story mode, completing the entire game 100%, and customizing almost every car and upgrading and grinding and all throughout this stuff, because I've done pretty much everything up until like the next DLC that comes out. But yeah, let's get started. I'd like to start off with customization. Let's start off with something good. Customization in this game has been thus far like the best thing about this game. Overall, everything's pretty much like a solid 100% on customization. Like you can pretty much you're able to mix match everything. Like so far, every car that I've picked out that looks cool is able to customize like super good. Like they even if they don't have like aftermarket parts, that Ghost and Ghost just pretty much makes this Alchemist or Ghost brand like car parts for them to have them as wide-bodied fenders or front bumpers and all this stuff. Kind of like back in Need for Speed Underground 2 days, like that type of customization. Not as much, but there's enough parts for every single little car, and hopefully in the near future some cars get some more parts, as like, you know, like more front bumpers, just more wings, like because they keep repeating the same wings on the same cars over and over and over, and I feel like they should have came up with more different varieties of wings. But overall, like, customization is good. They brought like the headlight tint and stuff like that. They have the front bumpers for every single car. They have varieties of front splitters. They got front canards as well. They got the front fenders. They got the back fenders that match the front fenders. They got a bunch of side skirts. They even got the wing mirrors as well. They even got wings, duck clips, and all that stuff, whatever proofreads your preference. They even got rear bumpers, even for some cars that rarely don't have any. They have a few there. They even got a variety of diffusers. Most of them are pretty much from the last game. A bunch of exhausts, almost from the last game as well. Not most of them, but here or there. The sound system, it's just kind of there. Fuck knows why there's a sound system. Doesn't really do much. And then there's like the blacked out tinted taillights as well, which is a big plus right there for us. And the rims, they're pretty much almost all the same. They are missing the raised rims. I don't know why they don't have those on here anymore, but they do have a variety of rims. They have some from the old game, and they added a few more from the last game as well. They have, you can change the size, you can the coloring on this game is pretty good. You got the brake customization also as well as the brake discs. Overall customization on every single car is pretty much on point. You can pretty much almost customize every single part of the car, from a low-end car to a point where you can customize every single little thing, to a high-end car where you could actually add a couple things here and there. Like, they actually tried to make this game as customizable as you can, and like obviously they did a pretty much a good 100% good job. The parts look amazing, the cars look amazing. Everything, even when the car drives, everything just looks amazing. So like hands, like a round of applause for them. It's a complete and total package. And not only that, they added that bag suspension. They added nitrous color, which is something really cool. They added tire smoke. They added a horn. Finally, I feel it was kind of weird how they didn't have a horn in the last game. They even added underglow, so they were really taking it back to the Need for Speed Underground days. I remember I actually have Need for Speed Underground 2 for the PS2. I remember having the 350Z and trying to make it look wide-bodied, like just customizing every little thing just to try and make it look like how I have it. A little thing though on the stance kind of thing, they have the camber stuff, and they have the low or set it to high or set it to low. Another thing that they kind of got rid of, I don't know why, is like the stance, like the width. of the where the tires go, like to make them stick out a bit more. I feel like they shouldn't have gotten rid of that. And also, like, I feel like they should add like a thing where you can make the tires wider, because like for some reason on the 350Z, the 350Z's front tires are like so skinny, which is kind of annoying. Like the back ones are kind of wide, but they're not that wide, and the front tires are just so skinny. I don't know why they got rid of that. Like, this is all we have for stance tuning, just lower or camber. That's it, which is kind of annoying. But what else? Oh, on another thing that's kind of annoying on customization is the tires. Whatever, like pretty much, if you're in a drift car, your tires are just gonna be automatically stretched. I don't know why they did that, but if you have a drift car, if you choose a car as a drift car, those tires are automatically going to be stretched. You can't change them back to regular fitted tires. They're just going to be stretched. You could add the lettering, but you can't change the tires from being stretched to regular. They just kind of just stay like that as is. Like as for like let me show you on the Lamborghini. As for like race cars and drag cars runner cars and off-road cars, they're kind of like regular fitted tires. So pretty much, yeah, like as you can see here, tires, they're pretty much regular. You can change them to stretched if you wanted to, but overall, like even on these high-end cars like the Lamborghini Aventador, another one of my favorite cars to be able to customize, they added this little carbon hood, which is kind of a step up. I feel like they could have added a couple more things here. Like they could have came up with a little bit more originality kind of things, like added some vents to the hood instead of just having this carbon brand right here that I never really heard of. But they did add a bunch of stuff. You could actually tint the headlights in there as well. There's a bunch of side skirts. Obviously, the Lamborghini Aventador, everyone knows about the Liberty Walk body kit. But overall, customization has been a big thing. Like, I remember in the last game, you put on the body kit, you can't change anything. You can't even change the exhaust. In this game, you could actually change the exhaust, which is a big plus. And if you don't have to rock the spoiler, you can rock no spoiler. You can rock one of these average spoilers. You can even change the bumper on this car. Like, it's crazy. You can leave it at the Lamborghini or just the Liberty Walk body kit. You can even change the diffuser. It's freaking crazy. Or like another variety of a different fender if you want to look a bit different. You can even change the wing mirrors and stuff like that. Let me show you on a different car right here, actually, too. The Audi R8 just surprised the fuck out of me. I know you guys keep hearing me brag on about this car, but like the customization on this car was just it was just amazing, dude. Like it blew my mind. Like the front bumper, the like varieties of front bumpers. There's only 3, but there's a lot. And then there's the fenders. Oh my god, these fenders are fucking godlike, dude. And there's like the wings. I felt like they should have made these wings a bit bigger, because they don't really exactly fit the car. Like if I didn't have those wide fenders, I felt like it would have fit the car. Like even this big ass wing right here, it just doesn't even fit it because it's so wide. But that's why I kind of just stuck with like the duck lip. Like I would have gone with that, but I kind of wanted a colored one, so I just went with this little drag style kind of wing. But like the customization on this car was just astounding. Like the customization in this game was pretty much on point, like as close as 100% as you can get. There are a couple issues with some of the other cars, like the Miata. You couldn't change it into a hardtop. In the last game you could, in this game you can't, which is kind of weird and upsetting at a certain point. But overall, like, this game is the 100% complete package. Like if you want to customize a car, this is the game you need to go to. If you want to like go to actual racing, stick to Forza Motorsports or GT, Gran Turismo, stuff like that. But customization, this is where it's at. You want to be drifting around like arcadey style. This is the game you want to go to. But let's move on to the bad. One of the big issues and the bad things, it's kind of like mixed emotions, bipolar kind of thing, is the performance parts, the build, the upgrading parts. And here's why. And the tiering. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. the building and the tiers level of the cars and what they're limited to. The 350Z. People were really upset that it wasn't in the first game, like of this kind of like. Well, it wasn't in the last game, Need for Speed 2015. It wasn't in that game. It should have been in that game. It should have been in it from the get go. They didn't even bother with it on DLC or anything. They brought it back in this game. It was the first picture of it was the first sneak peek picture of this game that we got. It was in the parking lot, or in like a kind of little park, like I wouldn't want to say impound, but it was in like in a little. It was at a motel, let's say, because there was like a little sign right there. It was the first sneak picture, first sneak peek of Payback that we've gotten, and with 350Z was there. I thought it was gonna be a main priority. I thought it was gonna be on the cover, but it wasn't. And they limited to a tier level 299, which is kind of like at a 300 level. It can't go up to 399, which is the max. It starts off like around like 140. I'd want to say 160. You can bring it up to level 299, which is very, very, very underpowered in this game. Like, it is not that fun to drive these like 299 level cars, especially if you love like some of the low-end cars that like are your dream cars, and you wish you could have maxed it out all the way up to like level 1000 horsepower, make it your absolute best drift car, best race car, best runner car, or whatever, best off-road car. Like if like 350Z is my baby. As you can see, I have like top A1 level tier performance parts here. All of them are level 12. All of them are outlaw. I have the six times bonus for the outlaw for nitrous and speed. So speed and nitrous. Nitrous is up there. Speed is alright up there. I feel like acceleration could be more, but like let me just show you the stats. Horsepower 635. Not bad. Could have been better. I felt like if it was in the last game, I probably could have brought it up to like 800, maybe 900 at the least. But sadly we can't, because it's a level 299. Top speed 224, 0 to 60 2.67, quarter mile 10.13, nitro capacity and power 10.0. Airtime, don't really need to focus on that, it's a drift car. Brake response and power 7.9. Now as you can see, headers are level 12, brakes, acceleration and speed. Blocks level 12, brakes, nitrous and acceleration. ECU level 12, brakes, acceleration and speed. Turbo level 12, nitrous, acceleration and speed. Exhaust level 12, brakes, nitrous and acceleration. Gearbox also level 12, nitrous, acceleration and speed. So as you can see, you kind of see a pattern. I have acceleration on almost every single little part. I have speed on almost every single one except for exhaust and block, it looks like. I have a kind of like a back and forth kind of thing between brakes and nitrous. I felt like if I took off a nitrous, it would bring it back down to like a 9.4, 9.3. I feel like I would need more brake power and response, because I felt like brakes actually help like you do that kind of like the smooth transitioning between like drifts and stuff to like help you, like, because like if you hit the e-brake, it slows you down, but it makes you do a sharper turn around the corner, but it just slows you down so much. And like as you can see, like I have like my entire like acceleration perk thing is like all the way filled up, and it's still not even that fast. Like I'll probably end up showing you how it performs in a little bit, but like it's I felt like it just pisses me off how this car is like rated level 299, but yet a fucking Beetle can go up to like 399, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. This level tiering is just so dumb. Like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It should have never been a thing. We should have just been able to upgrade these cars and make them up to ridiculous horsepowers. Like this was just, I felt like this was EA's doing just to like promote like the fucking like promote like actually I wouldn't say this is EA's fault. I don't know whose idea was to fucking make these cars tier level, but what are you gonna do? But another thing that I also despise about this game. We're gonna leave the garage right here so we can go to one of these things. I probably should have just teleported, but I'm pretty sure you guys want to see some driving and stuff like that, other than me just sitting in the garage and bitching about everything. But another thing that's really annoying is the rolls. I don't know what you want to call them. The tune-up shop's rolls. I thought it was just gonna be straight up just going to the shop, buying parts how it was in the last game. The last game, it was absolutely beautiful. The building, the tuning, not so much the tuning setting from grip to drift, but like the building, buying parts and building out max horsepower and stuff like that, it was perfectly fine with me. Like, you could have just left it at a low power, it would have been perfectly fine. But everyone always wanted to max it out. Everyone always wanted to buy the best parts, max it out, see how fast it can go, see like what you can do. If the moment I clicked on this R1 button right here and I saw this shit, dude, I saw the parts, I thought it was like cool. I was like, this is awesome. I went to the right. I was like, all right, this is what I have on my car. This is cool. And then I went into trade-ins, and then I started looking at this, and I saw speed rolls and stuff like that. And then I started to think, I'm like, what the hell is this? And I saw speed cards, which was another currency that's in the game. I saw the money, and I saw my level reps. I went back to this, and I realized that it's just like a bunch of like random parts, like completely like other random parts. And I went back down and I checked the map and I went to the thing and I realized that the inventory refreshes every 10 minutes and stuff like that. You can fast travel to that, whatever. So pretty much what they did is, you guys ever heard of that Need for Speed No Limits mobile game, dude? I've had it before. It's pretty much this game. It's pretty much just a fucking money cow, pretty much, is all it is. It's pretty much EA pretty much pulling a FIFA at this point. Like, these are pretty much packs. These are pretty much, like, you're pretty much risking a pack, hoping you get something good, and you never end. It takes forever for you to get something good. Like, at least in here we actually have a chance of getting something good. Therefore, but this took me for fucking ever, dude. Like, I recently got this like a couple weeks ago, maxing out this fucking car. Like, it took me fucking forever. Like, you can't just like go in here and expect to find a fucking outlaw. Fucking, like, say if I wanted it. Oh, I don't want. Let's see. On my exhaust, I don't want nitrous. I kind of want more speed. So let me see if I can go find one. I can't find one. I have to wait for it refreshes. But even if it refreshes, it's still gonna give you these shit things. Like, there's a fucking level 12 2-perk brake nitrous header, but like, I don't need that. I need exhaust. So what the fuck? I have to wait for it to refresh. But it's still, when it refreshes, it just gives you these shitty fucking cards. And like, look at them. I'm even giving level 12s. Why is it giving me level 12s? I'm already maxed out to level 12. It should be all level 12s, and it should be giving me more perks instead of fucking, I don't know. It's just so fucking aggravating. Like, it's so dumb. And then they hit us with these fucking shipments and shit, which are fucking impossible to get now, because now I completed the game. So it takes, like, I have to level up throughout that little corner thing. I have to level up I have to level up pretty much level 50 on the top right hand corner. I have to fill that bar up again, and I only get one, and it's not even a premium. It's just a fucking base shipment, which is fucking annoying. And the only way you can get premium shipments is by buying speed points, which is pretty much coins that you have to use real money to get those fucking points, and then transfer over, get these shipment packets right here, which are fucking ridiculously priced, and you only get like a maximum of like probably like 80 if you buy like the $50 one and stuff like that, and you barely get any speed points. At the most you'll probably get like 500 and stuff like that, and it's just a big hassle. They go away like that in like a matter of minutes and stuff like that, depending on how many cars you want to upgrade, especially for the derelicts, because those go from like all the way to the bottom all the way to the top. That thing will just kill like probably like 400 out of 600 of fucking speed cards you have, or the little things, whatever, the cancerous things there. And it's just so aggravating, because like, yeah, they're trying to make you play the game, you're trying to grind out the game, but for a lot of YouTubers, like Black Panther, AR12 Gaming, that when they want to play with their friends, like I remember when they try to they try to compare two cars, they build them up to the max. Like obviously money was a big issue in the last game. It's not in this game, but now they added these fucking speed cards, and now it's a big issue because you actually have to grind out the car. It's gonna take longer for you to like get the car up to speed, and not only that, like some of the cars that you have to, that are mostly compatible, like some BMWs can only go to 299, some BMWs can only go to 399. Like the 350Z, compare the 350Z to the Skyline. The 350Z, I could understand it being level only 299. It's not that like a big horsepower of a car, but I'm pretty sure if someone puts in the time and effort, you should be, I'm pretty sure it could go up to like 1,000 horsepower if the money is put into it and the effort and the drive and the dream is strong. But for the Nissan Skyline, it's a level 299. That's the max you could put out on it. I've seen people like fucking go like 2,000 horsepower. That thing's a fucking missile when it comes down to putting down the horsepower, especially on the fucking track, and it only goes up to 299. They did it so fucking dirty, dude. They put it on the cover of the fucking game, and it's not even a level 399 car. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? It just fucking aggravates the fuck out of me, dude. Like, this game was so perfect. If this game would have been so perfect if those speed cards weren't there. Take away the speed cards, take away the rolls, and just and if you were just able to just buy parts instead of them refreshing, have all the parts lined up there, have all the categories right there, the headers, the block, the ECU, the turbo, the exhaust, and the gears, the gearbox. Have everything there lined up, have all the parts from the lowest to the max, and have all the branding right there. Just make everything all nice, neat, and organized. Have all the perks right there. Even if they make the parts cost more money, like a shit ton of money, the money is so easy to grind out. Like, look how much money I have. You have the side bets and all that stuff, but fucking instead of like doing that shit, they just do this speed roll thing that is absolutely a fucking waste of time. Like, it's just so dumb. Like why? Like, they just like completely screwed us over. They're making us try and spend more money to try and upgrade our cars because they know we're gonna do it. Like that. It's EA. It's EA. Like, they did it so good the first game. They built it on top. Some of this game is good. Don't get me wrong. This game is good. The only thing that's setting it back is EA. They're just greedy fuckers. Like that's all they focus on. They don't care about quantity. They care about how much quality. They don't care about quality. They care about how much quantity they're gonna get for what they give out. Like I don't know. It's I don't know what I'm saying. I'm pissed off. It's so aggravating. I'm gonna go try and show you how I drift around the block in my 350Z. You're about to see how annoying this is. Like, if this was the level 18 parts right here, this thing was 399. This thing would be a fucking monster. But it's limited to its capabilities, and it's just really upsetting. And I'm still trying to dabble in the live tuning. I still haven't really dabbled much, but it's pretty there. So I'm gonna try and get as much points as I can with this car. It's not my high scoring car, but we'll try and test it out. But here, you saw my parts. I should fucking carry this fucking drift on throughout the whole time. But like the 350Z, I don't know what it is, but when you try and like flow with like the drifting and stuff like that, you know how easy I flow with the Audi R8? I even like drifting is so easy on the BRZ. I drifted with that car, and like it just flows. This one, it feels like it gets stuck and shit, and it catches grip right there. Like, it doesn't smoothly transition towards the next drift that I want to do when I turn. It just catches grip and it starts sliding again. I feel like there's something really wrong with the 350Z. I don't know if it's my tuning. Like, I've seen like a GTA Wise guy drift with this car, and he doesn't really has any problems with it. I feel like it's because I'm pretty much playing in automatic and stuff like that. But like, I don't want to do my shifting because like I really haven't grown accustomed to it. But like overall, like I feel like there are some games that there are some things that this game does need working on. Like, I don't know if they can buff cars up or stuff like that, or just change the way they play in the game. But hopefully in the next DLCs, hopefully in some patches, we get some bugs fixed, we get some things fixed, we get some better things in the next DLC. I wasn't really trying, but I feel like I shouldn't have to try if I have these parts right here. Like, I couldn't try in the RDR8, dude, and I could probably get 1.1 million points, like guaranteed. Like, it's so aggravating. And that thing is not even all the way upgraded. It does. If all these parts were on that Audi R8, dude, I'd be doing tenfold. Trust me. But a lot of things wrong with this game. I'm gonna go back to the store, or the tune shop. Sorry. I'm about to spin a roll right now and just show you how shitty of a thing. Like, especially when you finish these races. They give you such shit parts, dude. Like, there's no point. Like, even if say some of my parts weren't like all maxed out perks, they still give you shitty parts. It's so annoying. Like, yeah, they give you random parts, but when they do give you like a part that you already have, it's just a shittier version of that part you already have. So there's no point. You're just pretty much like grinding for fucking speed points at this point. Like, watch. I'm gonna try and spin for a roll. It's the same brand and everything. I expect like something better. I expect like 3 perks from like whatever part I get. There we go. Speed, headers, and it's just speed. Like when I had like 2 perks, I had accelerations. I probably just had speed and acceleration. If I landed on like speed and acceleration again without that, say the brakes weren't there, I would expect another perk added on to the part that I already had, but it just kept giving me the whatever perk I landed on, just one, and I had to constantly spin and spin and spin and just hope I actually landed on the part that I actually wanted, and hope to God that I actually landed on 3 perks instead of just 1 or 2 of the same ones that I kept getting. And it was just so repetitive. I just kept wasting speed points and all that stuff. Or it's part tokens. I don't know why I call them speed points. And then it automatically just sends you to this, and it said, oh, you don't have any shipments, you want to go get some more? Oh, you don't have any speed points, you want to go buy some? And it just leads into like pretty much typical EA shit. And it's just so aggravating, man. It's just so aggravating. They ruined this game, let me tell you. They didn't completely ruin it, but like they did enough. They did enough, let me tell you. But I'm just gonna try and get a good thumbnail here for this squadron. And let me know in the comments what else do you guys think about this game. What do you guys hate? What do you guys like? Let me know if I made some good points. Like, comment, subscribe, show your friends. Let's try and get EA to listen a little bit more, because they did listen in the last game. They did give us a lot of parts, not so much cars, but like they did give us a lot of things that we wanted, like more parts for some cars and stuff like that. But overall, I hope they just listen to us more here and in the next game forward. But who knows? We actually need to, like, I feel like at this point we need to go to like their headquarters and literally just show them exactly what we want, and then we'll actually give them the money that is required that they want. But EA is never happy with what they get. They always end up wanting more. So, oh well. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks for hearing me bitch about everything, and I'll see you in the next video. Big things for the next video. Peace out.